Hi guys, welcome to A Touch of Film. If you don't know me, my name is Hus and this channel is dedicated to East Asian cinema. So I do movie reviews, Blu-ray updates, mainly movies from mainland China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea, Japan. And today I have a very special Blu-ray update. This is something I've been waiting a long time for. These titles got released in Japan about roughly a year ago. But they were like going for £30 sterling each. Just absolutely expensive. But this is the thing with Japanese Blu-ray releases, they are very expensive. And whilst these had English subtitles, not many of them do. But yes, here it is. It is Of Flesh and Blood. This is the box set of Hirokazu Kore-eda titles, released by the BFI. I was there when they announced this. This was at a Q&A with Kore-eda. Well, I'll put the link below for that. And it has got 4 of his earlier films, give or take a couple. I'll show you. They each come with these separate blues. So first up we have Madirasi. Yeah, this stars Makiki Esumi and Tadanobu Asano. Asano is one of the big Japanese actors. He's in like Western films as well. Yeah, and Asumi plays a young woman called Yamiko who has only recently had a child, and her husband died in sort of like unusual circumstances, which could people may assume it was suicide, and it really goes into her later relationships and her thought process about her husband, who she will never see. It's a very tragic film, and it deals with death absolutely beautifully. One thing which is a common theme with Kore-eda's films is humanism, and it's one of the, I think it's one of the hardest films, genres, styles to really put on film, and I think he does such an amazing job with it. He's probably the best in the world at it, and probably reason why he's won Palme d'Or, the Palme d'Or recently. Absolutely amazing movie. I think this is, the cinematography in this is stunning. It's very grimy. It's got this beautiful dark colours. So, and it's something that you see a lot in his earlier films, and that is Madirasi. These are very simple releases, just the blue in there. But yeah, absolutely amazing, and a great film. Great to see an early Asano title. Next up, it is Afterlife. This is sort of the closest Kore-eda's come to sort of like a science fiction film, you could say. It stars Arato, Erika Oda, and Susuma Terajima. Terajima is like, he's an amazing actor. Done a lot of films with Takashi Kitano, a lot of those Yakuza films, and this film is just wonderful. It's sort of set in the bridge between life and the afterlife, and you see these interviews of people that have just passed away, and the whole process of this film is these sort of auditors. They audit these people that have passed away and want to talk about their fondest memories, and how this will be the last memory they remember, and it's something, the feeling that will live on. It will be the only feeling that they will have that will live on. It's absolutely beautiful, and it just carries on with the topic of death in this, but still like in a beautiful way. Afterlife is just wonderful, and they reenact these memories, which is absolutely wonderful. Just great cast, great performances. Yeah, awesome. Next up is probably, I find this to be Kore-eda's most hard to watch film. I do think it's absolutely tragic, and it does leave something with you after watching it. You do feel this sense of sadness. It is Nobody Knows. This is based on a true story, whilst things have actually changed. I think I've read about the true story, the real case of this. It's not as harsh as this case, but yeah, it's about a woman who leaves her 4 children to go live with another man and remarry. She just leaves the kids with next to nothing to live on, and it's all about the oldest child, Akira, played by Yajira, sorry. He's takes on the role as like the father figure for the 4 children, and he's so young, and it's so tragic and really sad. But the performances by the 4 children in this are wonderful. I think some of the best child acting scenes I've ever seen in a film, and I know Kore-eda got a real sense of realism during this. He like really understood what the kids love, like what the kids enjoy, and he sort of like incorporated this into his scenes and acting and script writing, like in the sweets that they ate. So yeah, absolutely brilliant performance. Yajira won like an Actors Award at Cannes for this film. Absolutely brilliant. He's actually still the youngest actor to ever win this award, and he well deserved. Absolutely phenomenal performance in this. Yeah, Nobody Knows. Absolutely heartbreaking but beautiful at the same time. That brings us on to a film which this now makes it my 3rd edition of this film. I own the Criterion, the Plain Archive, and now the BFI release. It is Still Walking. What more can I say about this film which I've not said before in my channel? Again, I'll put a link below to a masterpiece session I've done on this film. Absolutely wonderful film with a great performance by Hiroshi Abe, who another collaborator with Kore-eda in the past. It's also got another collaborator of his, Kirin Kiki, who again is just gives a great performance. This has an all-star, great performances by the whole cast in this, and also Terajima's in this as well. The story of a family who lost a son, and there's only one son left, as well as a sister played by Hiroshi Abe, and he just seems to be the one that's let the family down, even though he hasn't. It's just a lot of blame is put on his shoulders, and it's just great to see a family shown in such a beautiful way. I think all 4 of these films are must-haves, so I highly recommend it for anyone. The box set also comes with a pretty heavy-duty essay book, which has like interviews in there and essays on each of the films. Just wonderful. Another cool thing, on the special features for Still Walking, it has the Q&A session that I was present at, which is pretty cool. I've never been in a Q&A session that's been later on put on a Blu-ray, which is awesome. But yeah, the essay book is pretty awesome. It's quite hefty and chunky. You've got essays by the man himself, Tony Raines. He does it on Afterlife, a contemporary review. That's awesome. Yeah, and this just loads of special features in this. You've got Q&As with the director. You've got interviews with directors, making of, behind the scenes of his films. And I think for anyone who's a fan of Japanese cinema, of course you would be a fan of Kore-eda. He's just one of the masters from the country, and this is just an absolute honour to own at such a great price. It's £35 from Amazon, which is peanuts considering to how much it's worth and sold for in Japan and on other sites to get it on import. So that is a real must-have. Just a cool edition, great, just a great box, wonderful. So that is my Of Flesh and Blood box set review. Yeah, I highly recommend it, guys. It's a must-have. So yeah, go check that out. I have a movie review coming up soon, guys. I've got out and about video coming out soon. I've just got quite a lot on at the moment, so they'll be doing 2 videos a week, roughly, maybe 3 for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, comment below if you picked up this box set, and tell me what's your favorite Kore-eda movie. Mine always changes. It depends on my mood. Sometimes it's Still Walking, sometimes it's Nobody Knows, sometimes it's Our Little Sister. It's just I have so many favorites of his. But yeah, let me know what yours is, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy.